Tomorrow's Independence Day, of course, the 4th of July, and Americans plan to spend $2.8 billion on fireworks.
That's a lot of money and a lot of noise,
I know,
right?
yeah.
That can be stressful for our fur babies. So how do we keep them calm?
Well, let's ask the expert.
Oh, yes, she's
Yeah.
here. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, hi, Baby D.
How are you?
Good, so good, because I have a little bundle of joy with me.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Please introduce.
So this tiny little one, she's in a what I like to call a burrito wrap.
Burrito, that's so cute.
Burrito.
So this is the tiniest kitten I've ever introduced you guys to. This is my foster kitten. Her name is Furikake. She's a little tuxedo kitten. I'm trying to keep her warm because it's a little bit chilly here in the studio, but she's a tiny little thing. Little tuxedo kitten. She's about 3.5 weeks old.
So cute.
She's
Hi,
a sweetheart.
sweetheart.
She was agreeing with the what's the scoops earlier. She was making all kinds of
She was
noises.
throwing in
Yeah,
her,
so cute.
her comments.
I was like, oh no, they're gonna hear her commentary. She's got lots to say.
But you know what? It's important that you tell us that you've got lots to say, especially during 4th of July, right?
Absolutely. So, you know,
What are babies?
we know this. Our animals have really sensitive hearing, right? So we know fireworks is loud for us. It's thundering for them, right? It's overwhelming, can cause a lot of fear, anxiety, and stress, even in your home. So what we're trying to tell folks is know how to recognize when your pets are stressed, right? Some people think, oh, if a dog's tail is tucked, then they're scared. There's a lot of other signs too for dogs and cats. Excessive panting, drooling, pacing in your home. They're looking for, you know, an escape route. Those are things that you want to know. It triggers you to say, you know what, I got to do better as an owner and make them feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
We don't want them being scared, especially at home.
That is a good point. So how do we prepare in advance? I know it's tomorrow already, but we can still prepare in advance. How do we make it comfortable for them and safe for our fur babies?
Absolutely. So what I like to do, I practice because I have 2 dogs at home. I know you guys are pet owners too, yeah?
Yes.
So for my dogs, I like to get them tired during the day. For cats, break out the feather wand, you know, get them nice and tired throughout the day, some vigorous play, right? For dogs, take them out to the beach earlier in the day, maybe go to a dog-friendly park, do something that's mentally and physically stimulating. So later on at night, they're already tired and you've got a good foundation, right? Make sure you're giving them a safe, secure space in your home, away from foot traffic coming in and out of your house if you have guests coming over, and maybe put on some ambient sound, TV, radio, try to drown out that noise. Never leave them unattended outside, and of course, microchipping is important. You can actually feel this little one's microchip. If you feel right over here, it feels like a little grain of rice right there. And that's important, right? She's not going to be outside, but later on down the line when she's ready to get adopted, right, we want to make sure if she ever gets lost that she's going to have that microchip that's registered to her new owner with their contact information so we can get her reunited with her family that much faster.
And that is a reality.
Yeah.
You know, eventually one of the pets may just make it out of the screen door or out of the yard,
it happens.
especially when there's these big booms happening. What can we as neighbors do if we see, you know, a stray animal running around, or maybe even an animal with a collar?
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
can we do to help?
So we want to, you know, mahalo our people, right, in our community, and we want to make sure that we have kukua for when the animals come out and we get lost. The reality is 1 in 3 pets will get lost in their lifetime, even with the best preparations, because stuff happens, right? And sadly, only 20% of them ever get reunited with their families. So that's why the microchip is so important. If you see a loose pet in your neighborhood, you want to file a lost pet report immediately, or you want to file a found pet report immediately. If you can take care of that pet in your home for a little bit, take them to a vet clinic to see if they can get scanned for a microchip, and they can try to pull up that contact information for the owner, or you can bring them into us and we'll work with you to get them reunited. If you've lost a pet, you want to file that lost pet report, and it gets a listing up on our website so that members in the community can be on the lookout for your pet, and hopefully we can get them home where they belong.
Absolutely.
So awesome, Brandy.
We appreciate you, sister. Brandy Shimabukurov, right here from Hawaiian Humane Society, and her little furikake. Time to get you back in that burrito.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, sis, and happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
All right, for more information on how to prepare for fireworks, you can visit kitv.com/links. Again, thank you so much, Brandy, for being here. All right.